Introduction: the process of becoming. Since the moment of creation, cause of incessant evolution of the universe was its innate craving to exist and to become. Thus, in this long process of gradual transformation, life emerged on the earth. And finally human being evolved out of this rolling. So inherent hankering of life is to be and become. So its every action is motivated by this desire of life and lift. Man is made of biological and psychological composition. The psychic complexity makes him different from other classes of animals. These varieties of classes and subclasses of the species naturally emerged due to the diversity of the environmental conditions. Hence genetically a human is almost 1.97% advanced from his nearest species.
Now in the course of evolution of human being, he had to struggle a lot for the existence. But the mode of effort was not the same of all of them. The diversity of the climatic and geographical conditions changed the means of existence accordingly. These made an array of morphological, as well as the genetic and psychological convolution, and all these progressed in its own respective way. Therefore more the crisis made them more cautious about existence. It had given the lessons of self-control and mastery over the complexes, ignorance, the cause of the self-crisis, which would be the tools of navigating of the pleasure and success of life. Who realized this science of life? They normally became the seer of man, the natural social master or mass leader. Because man comprehended that, to sharpen their efficiency, acceptance of such master is indispensable.
Simultaneously, for the better social management, division of labor was taking on shape. People were spontaneously opting self-selected trade according to their native bent. This division was effective for individuals' survival and better social order. And in long run, generation-wise, practicing similar nature of trade, people acquired these characteristics into their biological heredity. Now in long-run observations they found that random selection of male and female not always procreating better offspring in terms of efficiency and broader human qualities. Thus selective breeding became the social norm, which was naturally adopted by the animal and plants long ago. And now it was introduced into the marriage system.
Existentialism of Indo-Aryanism. The word Aryan means the best. Unfortunately, recent history draws our attention towards some terrorized events in the name of Aryanism. But in the real sense, Aryanism is the culture of becoming of humanity. Its history has an ancient root, first time discovered law of life. So, all cultivates of being and becoming, come into the fold of Aryan culture. So, an Indian form of existential culture stands on psychogenic enrichment, is Indo-Aryanism. The existentialism itself is a modern socio-cultural floating thought. But Indo-Aryanism presents the vision of existentialism from a new horizon. It views the inner tendency of life as to exist, existential urge, which is the cause of total evolution. Hence, both isms are complementary, and it emerges in a new form of ideology, named Indo-Aryan Existentialism, that subsequently evolved through Aryan seers and manifested in the life of the latest in this chain.
Self-realization. Each individual has an inborn hankering to be attached, psychosexual love, with man, matter or material to get inspiration for becoming. And he is shaped by, according to the object, in which he places his attachment. One interacts and expresses his personality through his complexes, are the building blocks of his characteristics. So an adjustment of this passion creates much trouble of an individual's life, which causes to break the concentration and peace of mind. Now it has become a common disease which destroys one's momentum of progress. But it is absolutely incurable. This is not only the best path of concentration of mind, but the rational way of self-elevation. Moreover, practicing the specific scientific technique of meditation with an attachment of the seer, one would make him as sensitive and receptive to realize the mechanism of the universal ecosystem. This enables to find his own position within and capability to manipulate the environment in favor of existence. with a feeling of oneness to all. This is virtually God realization, the path of wisdom. So, the parameter of success is how much one is capable to fulfill his surroundings.
Eugenics and evolution. Scientifically, a human being is sexual and creative unit. Applying his most powerful existential mechanism, the intelligence, creativity, he manipulates the law of eugenics, sexuality, to make the biological instinct more favorable for life. Man out of his long experience learned the science of comprising better progeny from nature for the attainment of superior becoming. It was observed that specific selective breeding only breeds good progeny. Otherwise, it becomes harmful to the society. So, the purpose of marriage is superior becoming and better offspring. It depends upon the biological, genetic, and psychological, mental, compatibility between male and female. Love for the common ideal as a cementing factor of a couple brings total adjustment in their conjugal life. Hence, conjugal life as the building block of society plays a vital role for human resource and resists many unavoidable loss of human civilization.
Dharma and science. Existential desire of man makes him aware of his environment and inspires him for innovation of newer techniques of better becoming. This science of being and becoming is Dharma. So Dharma is always one, its view can be many. Thus finer realizations of the sense organs of course finding go of life is spiritualism. And mechanical manipulation of the material world of science and technology for better existence is materialism. So science Dharma and materialism spiritualism are complementary.
Indo-Aryan man-making mission, I am 3. And divine world order. Human existence stands on 3 factors. 1. Higher attachment that adjusts complexes for the existential cause. 2. Self-realization, self-elevation. 3. Genetic enrichment. These 3 factors are encircled by the concept of one God, existential urge, one Dharma, laws of life and lift, and lineage of prophets, pathfinders of humanity. This fundamentals of Aryanism only could globally unite people with mutual service. Here real exploitation-free industrial growth occurs, that makes scientific temperament and self-reliant economy. The culture of ideal-centric education of self-realization welcomes communal and social integrity and global peaceful coexistence, and psychogenic compatible marriage evolves human resource, that is the cause of humanity. Hence, this Indo-Aryan man-making mission, I am 3, lays a foundation of Aryan divine global order, the world United States, WUS.
We took the oath to serve this scientific fact aiming to effulge inherent potentials of individuals for his better existence. It is our interest for own survival, because we believe, everyone is indispensable for my survival. This is science of existence, is the actual Dharma, which embraces all to life and lift. This has no connection with communalism. It is the idea of spirituality blended with materialism and presented here to lay foundation of a divine global order. So, each individual is most welcome to test this beverage of life.